What's up guys, so in this tutorial I'm gonna explain to you everything you need to know about wind foiling. So with a revolutionary GO-FLY, I think it's gonna make it a lot more easier for you to learn it, as it's a nice and wide board, it's a steady platform, and I've seen a lot of beginners have their first foiling steps on it and they've been loving it. So yeah, that's definitely the board I would recommend for you to learn foiling on. I'm going to go through how to get up onto the foil, how to fly and how to jibe on your wind foil. So for getting up, I would recommend to go on a day where it's about 15 knots. Before the foil takes off, you should be already in both foot straps, or at least in the front strap, and have your back foot in front of the back strap. So that as soon as the board starts planing and you will feel the lift from the foil, you're already set up in the correct foot strap position and you don't have to make any more weight changes, which will make the foil unstable and go up and down. Another thing I would recommend is to really try and stay calm. I know it's a feeling like when you lift off and you start not hearing the chop hitting the board anymore. It's a very crazy experience, and you might be a little bit like not scared, but you will be like really hyped. So that will maybe cause you to make some sudden movements. So my biggest recommendation is for you to really stay calm, take some deep breaths, and let the board do its thing. You know, your feet kind of stay as they are, you're not doing much. If you're planing and you feel like your board isn't lifting, you would switch some more weight to the back foot, and you would pull slightly with the front foot. You know, not big steps, because then the foil will shoot out. So you want to really take it easy, move your weight to the back a little bit, and then you'll see that the board actually starts flying. So for keeping control while flying, for me it's really important to have a comfortable harness line position. Your sail wants to feel really easy in your hands. You basically want to be able to let go of the sail and it wouldn't go forward or backwards. That's the perfect setting for wind foiling. And the same goes for your feet. So you're in the straps and you want to have a really comfortable position. In the beginning you will try to figure out, okay, am I going to lean back a little bit more, go front a little bit more, because the board will tend to go up and down. This is the first thing that you'll probably feel when you're flying. So really relax all your muscles and let the board do its thing, and kind of just make micro adjustments, no big movements, just take it easy, let the foil fly, and have a look on the water. I always like to look on the horizon. Don't look at your feet or don't look up in the sky, as I've seen some people do. So you want to have like one point fixed where you're going to look at, and that should avoid the board going up and down and doing all sorts of maneuvers. Keep in mind that it will take some sessions probably until you have figured out going in a straight line and feeling that you're in control, feeling that the board is staying on one level and that you really feel comfortable. It's not going to happen from the first minute you step on the foil, because as I said, it's a new experience and it just takes some time to get used to it. But once you're actually flying and you go straight without having too many issues and you feel comfortable, the second step obviously would be the jibe. So you also want to be able to turn on the foil. Keep in mind you can tack very easily by dropping onto the water with your foil and just doing a regular tack. But then again, when it's about 10 to 12 knots and you have to pump onto your foil every time you want to turn, it's going to take a lot of energy out of you, and it will shorten up your session. So just like in windsurfing, you want to go slightly downwind, put your back foot in front of the back foot strap and a little bit to the opposite side, to the opposite rail, just like in regular windsurfing. Look into the turn, put the sail slightly forward, lean onto the opposite rail, and try to keep the foil as calm as possible. So basically I always think about my feet during the jibe. The sail is just there at that moment, but all I'm thinking about is my feet keeping the foil steady and making a nice and smooth turn. So keep in mind you don't want to make a too tight turn, because it's going to be quite difficult on the foil. So you want to have quite an open turn, a lot more open than a regular windsurfing, so that the foil actually keeps flying and you can get out of the jibe without dropping off the foil. Now the exit is actually the most important part, or the most easy to misunderstand part. So as you're kind of exiting the jibe, the first thing before you flip your sail is that you're gonna put the back foot in the front strap of the opposite side. So this is the most important part, because you always keep in contact with the foot straps, and it's always going to be easy to control the board. The foil is very hard to control when you're not in the foot straps, because in the foot straps you always have something to lean against, and that's what you're going to feel. So as you exit, first switch up your feet. The front foot goes straight in the front foot strap. Then you can almost keep a few meters clue first, keep going while you're still up on the foil and you're feeling comfortable to flip your rig, and keep going. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you out there on the water, either on the fin, on the foil, doesn't matter, it's all about having fun.